She kept me in the friend zone for years. When I finally moved on, she came back. I knew what she was doing, but was so hopelessly in love. The late night calls that meant everything to me, but nothing to her. The deep conversations where she spilled her secrets, yet kept her heart locked away. The way she held my hand when she was scared, but let go when I needed her. For years, I lived in the limbo of her affection, strung along by the three words that were more cruel than any outright rejection: I'm not ready. Her name was Emily, and she was my best friend. Or so I thought. We met in college, and from the very first moment, I knew she was the one. She had this energy, this light that pulled me in like gravity. I was mesmerized. I told myself to be patient, that one day she'd wake up and see me for what I was, a man hopelessly in love with her. And she did see me, but not in the way I wanted. I was her confidant, her shoulder to cry on, her emergency contact when things went south. And whenever I hinted at something more, she'd say, I want to be with you, but I'm not ready for a relationship. Odd how those words haunted me. Yet I stayed. I stayed through her flings, through her late night rants about guys who didn't deserve her. I stayed through the tears she shed over men who barely knew her, while I memorized every freckle on her face. I stayed through the constant hope that maybe, just maybe, tomorrow she'd be ready. But tomorrow never came. One night, after yet another heartbreak that wasn't mine, I sat alone in my apartment, staring at the ceiling, the weight of years pressing down on me. I had poured my soul into someone who only took and never gave. And the worst part, I had let her. So, I left. Not physically, not immediately. But I stopped answering her calls the second they came in. I stopped jumping at her texts like a dog chasing a bone. I stopped waiting. And that's when it happened. Emily showed up at my doorstep. It was raining because of course it was. She looked at me, her eyes wide with something I'd never seen before: desperation. You're avoiding me, she accused. I'm done, I said simply. Her face contorted in confusion. Done with what? I laughed, but there was no humor in it. With this. With being your emotional punching bag. With waiting for you to be ready while you chase after guys who don't care. She shook her head. But I do care. Not enough, I shot back. Not in the way I deserve. She was silent for a long time, staring at me like she was seeing me for the first time. I thought you'd always be there. And that was it, wasn't it? She had never truly considered the idea of losing me. I was her safety net, her comfort zone. She never had to choose me because I was always there, waiting. But not anymore. I won't be, I told her, stepping back inside. Goodbye, Emily. I closed the door, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. For the first time in years, I was free. And damn, it felt good.